Well, did actually make it home for Christmas, replacing a power window switch that's broken, and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Sorry, no Rusty tonight. He is actually not with me. I'm on a load right now. I'm in Evansville, Wyoming. What is going on with this tuft of hair here? Let's do the little grandma cowlick thing right there. Anyway, yeah, I knew I was just taking a short little load and I was going to be going back home, so he stayed home, partly because I had my window issue thing and others, but we'll get into it all. So first off, yes, did actually make it home from Salt Lake, made it back home for Christmas. Funny thing is, they had closed the road on Wednesday after I picked up my load in Salt Lake. So I had to stay there, and then Thursday it was closed all day until late Thursday afternoon into the evening. Well, at that point I didn't want to get out there with the mess, and that's when I think I did my last video saying, yeah, I'm here another day. And then I tried to leave on Friday, and I think I mentioned this in the last video, and well, yeah, then they shut the road down again due to crashes. So I waited till Saturday, and did make it all the way across. That cold front that had come through was actually passed, and it was in the 30s all the way across Wyoming, and actually the road surface was warmer than that, so a lot of the ice had melted. Still a little windy here and there with that lighter 20,000 pound load, but made it all the way back. I got home about 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve, Saturday night. But did go and enjoy a great day with the family for Christmas Day. And then we all went to go see that new Avatar movie. Very good, by the way. We drove down to Denver on Monday to see that in IMAX and 3D. I had never seen the first Avatar movie. I did thoroughly enjoy this one. 3 hours, though, a little long. But towards the end, I was kind of like, this is reminding me of Titanic. And then at the end, it says, directed by James Cameron. I'm like, oh. So yeah, had a good time with the fam and everything, so that was really cool. On my way back Saturday night, Christmas Eve, thank God it wasn't as cold as it had been, where it was wind chills of 57 below zero in Wyoming. It was 30 degrees. It was only wind chills of about, like 10. Nothing that bad. My driver's side window, the button, here, I'll show you right here. This is the old button. You can see how worn it is here. You can't even see the little symbols because it gets used so much over here. And I had put it down almost halfway, and then the switch broke. And you can see here where it doesn't quite, it clicks that way, but it doesn't click this way. It's all spongy. I pulled the whole thing apart. It's all broken inside. So I couldn't get the window up. So there I am having, wind just bashing in at me the rest of the drive. I stopped in Laramie to cook some dinner and wedged the thing out, and I'll show you here in just a minute, because I'm going to show you how to replace this. And I took the passenger side switch, because I wasn't sure if it was all one unit or individual switches. Luckily, it's individual. And got that one over into the socket for the driver's side one. I got it to go back up, but then now it would never go back down again. So now ever since then, I've been stuck with not being able to put my window down, which kind of drives me insane. Especially when I was backing into the dock this morning in Denver, I always put the window down, and I'm kind of hanging my head out there trying to make sure, look at the trailer, everything's going good. I couldn't do that. So you don't realize how much you need to have your window down until you can't put it down. What do you think? Now, see, I'm old enough to remember when we were kids, and even in my first few cars, when you wanted to put the window down, you didn't hit the switch. You actually rolled it down by hand. Remember the hand crank? And even if the hand crank fell off, if you had some handy vice grips, you could still unroll your window and put it back up. But when the switch goes out, you're stuck, baby. As the whole family was driving down to Denver to go see the movie yesterday, I called All Truck and Trailer Parts, which is Transwest Truck and Trailer. Transwest is the Freightliner dealer closest to Denver, and they have this parts shop only in Commerce City, and they were actually open yesterday, Monday. So I called them to see if they had the switch, and no, they didn't, and they couldn't order it until today. It was going to be days. I'm like, really? And of course, Floyd's, that would be in English, Floyd's Freightliner in Cheyenne, that I will not go to for service, by the way, but I will buy parts from him, was closed yesterday. So when I was down in Denver today, I called them and to see if they had the switch, and they did. And so then after I delivered, I did find a load that picked up back in Cheyenne, of all places, at Precious Cat, coming up here to Casper. And not very far, and we got them up to $800. So even with having to drive from Denver back to Cheyenne, and I know after this load's over, I'm probably just going to have to drive back home empty, still paid well enough for all those miles. And then I was able to swing back through and get the new switch, which I have right here. See, look at the difference between the two. Here's the worn one, and here's the new one. Big difference. So, I'm going to show you how to put that in here in just a second. Now, it all looks like a complete cluster mug right here because I had pulled it out. See, this top piece, this is what was flushed down with the top panel of the door. And this was the switch for the passenger side window. This was the switch for the driver's side, the one that broke on me. You can see how worn some of these switches are. The truck's over 6 years old at this point. But anyway, see, that fits down there in these little tabs. And so all you need to do, and see there's a tab right there, to get that up out of its slot in the door is use your handy dandy little mini screwdriver set, which I will show you right here. I've got two of them. I bought this one at the Traveler's Oasis in Eden, Idaho. You know, because a lot of times you have, for my glasses and stuff, but the blade on, where is it? Here isn't small enough for my glasses. So I had to find this one too. I don't remember where I got this one, but it has even a smaller flathead one you can see right there, and I think even a smaller one there. So it works for glasses to tighten your lenses back into place. But they're great to then pry under the area right here underneath this little thing to get into that tab, so you can push that up and then pull this whole top out, and then you can access the switches below. Now these switches each go in through the top, then you plug them in. This one I had plugged in so I can still go up and down on the other side, and I just left this out so until I bought the new switch, which of course again is right here, which will plug into right there. I'm going to stick it through the top first, then we'll plug it in. You have all these little tabs that click into place. I've got to take this one back out and go through the top to get it into place, and then plug that back in. So we'll do all that and we'll see if it works. Now, if you've been watching my channel over the years, one thing I keep talking about is how owner-operators save your money. Don't pay a shop to do little things like this. It's fairly easy to do. You just need a few basic tools and you can do stuff like this. Because, okay, yes, there could have been maybe the motor had burned out at the same time, or a fuse or something else, but I'm just trying the switch first. Try the cheapest, quickest, easiest thing first. The switch was $58 from Freightliner. And, you know, like I say, fairly easy to do, and it does light up and all that when it's back in. Like I say, here's the old one. I knew the old switch broke because it just, you see how it sticks on that side, and this side just feels spongy. Well, look at this one. See, it has nice, crisp action. So this one, the insides fell apart. I did take it apart to look at it. But again, why pay a shop $200 to do that for you when you can do it yourself? Now, this may not completely fix it. We'll find out when I put it in. We can only hope. But, you know, at least you've done that first part yourself and saved a lot of coin. Not to mention try to get into a shop to get something like that done. Oh, well, it's going to be, you know, even if I TA or Petro or Love's, oh, it's going to be, you know, hours, you know. And then at Freightliner, forget about it. A lot of times it's days. So if you can just go buy the part, I buy lots of parts from Freightliners, and I try to put them in myself, or else I bring them over to Sap Brothers, and I say, okay, I can't do that, but here, you do it, because I trust Sap Brothers. Okay, so the first thing I've got to do is take the switch back off of the plug on the bottom of this one, and you grab these two tabs on either side. You see how they open up? Then you just kind of wrestle this puppy off of there. Come on, baby. There it goes, Roth. All right. So now we can drop this through the top where it was, and it's got these little tabs, you can see on either side, to lock it into place into the little cover unit. So you just push that down into place until it clicks in like that. So we'll plug this one back in. All right, get everything lined back up. All right, now we push that in until these tabs on the bottom click into place. Come on, baby. Come on, you mother scratcher. Alright. Yeah, looks like we got it all in place because those tabs closed in, okay? Now we'll do the same with our brand new switch. Aha! Right here. Drop it in first through the top where it's supposed to go. And click it into place. Alright. So now that's all clicked in. We just plug in the plug on the bottom, just like we did the other one. If I can wrestle it in there, the cord on the bottom of this is kind of short, so we want to work it in the right way. And get it to slide in. Alright, and then just have to push it into place again until it clicks on both sides. And I think we got it clicked. Alright, there it is, all back assembled together. Let's see if it goes down. Oh, look at that! The window goes down. And it goes back up. So that fixed it. I don't have to do anything past that. The motor is still good. Yay! So that's all it took. How long did that take? Now we just have to shove the whole assembly. Oh, this one popped out here on this side. There it goes. That's for the mirror right there. Left mirror, right mirror, and then you adjust it. So now, remember those little tabs I showed you? Like right there on that thing. This just pops back into place. So now we just shove this whole assembly back down carefully so we don't bunch the wires up. Back where it's supposed to go. And then you just push the little tabs into place until it clicks in. There you go, just like that. Middle needs to go down. There we go. There. It's all done, and look. The window goes up and down again. And this one, of course, will do the passenger side window. That's my lock right there, and like I said, that's the mirror. But look at that. We fixed it. Now, see, whether you do it yourself or you pay a shop to do it, you're still going to have to pay for the switch, which was $58. So, like I say, here's the old one. And we got the new one in. Oh, I didn't check to see if the light comes on it. Alright, let's turn the marker lights on. Ah, see, it all lights up, just like it's supposed to. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I've replaced various switches on my own here in the truck. Like, the one that always goes out on me, I've replaced 3 times, is this one, the wiper washer switch. I replaced that 3 times. I replaced the engine brake switch right here. Where is it? I think right there a couple times. So, you know, but these are things that are easy to do on your own. Just, you know, flathead screwdrivers, little ones work best. And you can save big money, baby. You'll save big money. You'll save big money by doing it yourself and not paying somebody else. Well, I'm very excited that fixed it. And all I had to do was stop and you make a call, stop by real quick, pick up the part. And tonight when I got parked here in Evansville, Wyoming, right near Casper for my delivery tomorrow, I was able to fix it myself, and it worked! I'm ecstatic. Super, super windy here, by the way. I had no idea when I picked up this load that it was only supposed to weigh 25,000 pounds, actually weighed closer to 35. Giant sacks I picked up at Precious Cat in Cheyenne. Not kitty litter, it's like, they said it's dust. Kitty litter dust. What the heck is that? I don't know. But it's going to someplace here in Casper. So on my way up here, winds were howling from the west. Of course, I'm driving north. Where you normally hold your steering wheel like this, I was holding it like this pretty much the whole time up here. The wind was so bad. There were a couple of times it was a little frightening, baby. So now I'll probably just have to drive empty back home, and of course now the winds may be an issue tomorrow. This high wind warning is only supposed to be up through tonight, so we'll just see how it goes tomorrow. Because there's nothing coming out of Casper. There's nothing coming out of this region as a truck driver. So, but I booked the load, made sure I got paid enough so I could drive back home empty if need be. Mark with Whitestones sent my new IFTA, which is International Fuel Tax Agreement thing, sticker that I have to have on by the end of the year. My new plate sticker, other documents and stuff. But they're not going to arrive till sometime tomorrow, maybe not until 6 p.m. So I can't really take another load yet. This is why I did kind of regional stuff. waiting for that to arrive. Plus, I'm still waiting on my Garmin. I did order that Garmin e-log because we're still having tons of issues with the trucking office. Yeah, we were on a conference call today, me, Mark, and the trucking office people, and they said, well, your thing keeps disconnecting. Or what kind of a device are you using it on? Well, the device I bought purposefully for the e-log. That's all it does. I bought a brand new phone just to do the e-log, so you can't blame me on this one. So now they have to send us a new little dongle thing that attaches to the port. They're going to mail that to Ohio. In the meantime, I'm hoping maybe tomorrow my Garmin one will show up. Just like everything lately, it seems like nothing's showing up on time. It was supposed to be in Cheyenne today, but it didn't make it. My last update on the thing I ordered it from, it says it was in, New Jersey last Thursday. So we'll see if that arrives before I need to head back out. So I may not get another actual load until Thursday morning. We'll just see. Maybe there's something I can pick up in Denver that doesn't deliver for a day or two or three, or over the weekend, because we're dealing with another damn holiday weekend with New Year's, which, to me, that's such a non-holiday. We changed the calendar. Oh. It's just an excuse for people who want to have an excuse to go drink to do so. If you want to drink, just drink. You don't need a holiday to tell you can do that. Whatever. That's why I've always run over New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. I'd rather make money. What do you think? Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Sorry, no Rusty. He's at home with the family in Cheyenne. Well, I'm sitting up here in Evansville, Wyoming, right near Casper, where it's super, super windy still again tonight. I tried to get a spot where I wouldn't rock too bad during the night, because as I always say as a truck driver, our beds are always leaning different ways when we're parked. Plus, when it is really windy and it rocks the whole thing all night, I have crazy Stephen King type dreams, where you wake up and you're like, what was that? Why was I in a canoe race on a frozen lake, battling monkeys, flying along with flaming penguins? Yet in the dream, it all makes sense. Alright, so hopefully soon we'll be back on the road with Rusty, and we'll have the truck restocked. That's another reason I still need to go back home. I took time off for the holidays, as I should, with the family. So the truck isn't restocked yet. I just have minimal food left in here and all that, so I need to get it all restocked so I can pretty much run all January before I need to go home again. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, please like and comment. I get to your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes it takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty sleeping far away in Cheyenne at home tonight. Out. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Del Griffith, American Light and Fixture, Shower Curtain Ring Division, best in the world. And behold, I push the button down, the window goes down. I push the button up, the window goes up. The fix worked, and look, it even lights up. Yeah, baby.